67 today.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Our usual guest coming up here in just a minute, Phil Berg. Let's just give a quick rundown on some interesting developments on the birth certificate front. That is Obama really the President of the United States, or is he disqualified? We had Limbaugh in one of his few moments of lucidity in the midst of various babblings about free market economics and anti-government right-wing anarchist ranting. A useful moment by Limbaugh. The joke was, what does Obama have in common with God? Answer, God doesn't have a birth certificate either. We've also got the neocons over at World Net Daily coming back with more focus on the birth certificate. So some ferment around this, and maybe a sign that Obama's spell and the hysteria is breaking up after 5 months in office. So let me welcome Phil Berg in Philadelphia, who's going to report to us now on important developments in the litigation and legal action on the birth certificate front. Welcome, Phil.
Welcome, Webster. My pleasure speaking to you. I have breaking news for everyone here that the sealed case has now been unsealed. Unfortunately, it's been unsealed because the judge dismissed the case, but the significance of this case, and I just put out a press release to this effect, is that U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder refuses to prosecute President Obama under the False Claims Act, whereby Obama was accused of defrauding the U.S. Treasury by illegally being a U.S. Senator from Illinois, as we claim Obama is an illegal alien and not a U.S. citizen. I had brought action against Obama, and after months of delay, Holder's staff refused to investigate. I raised the issue of conflict of interest because the Attorney General and U.S. Attorney's Office, all their boss is Barack Obama, and I also asked why the discovery, which they supposedly received in making their determination not to proceed, was not turned over. So the case was dismissed just this past Tuesday by Judge Roberts, who stated that he had no discretion because the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, which is over him, has decided that the judges here should have no input. Now, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in California has decided that since the statute provides for a hearing, that the court should have input. So we're going to be appealing this case, but I think it's an out-and-out disgrace. I hope everyone goes to our website, takes this press release and spreads it. Hopefully someone in the national media will pick it up, even though I doubt it. I think it was good that Rush Limbaugh spoke about it. I'd love to get on his show if there's anyone out there that can hook me up with them. But I think I've worded this properly. I think it's a total disgrace. If he is an illegal alien, as I stated, the sealed case, usually a sealed case is for False Claims Act is dealt with Medicaid or Medicare fraud. But that's why I couldn't discuss it since I filed the action last November, November 7, 2008. But now the case is unsealed. Everyone can go to our website. They can get a copy of the court term and number on the case and look it up and read all the details of what we presented to the court and what we presented actually to the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Attorney General. And I think it's a disgrace that they're not moving forward on this. And my commitment, again, is to stay committed to find out the truth about Obama. I definitely think he's an illegal alien. I definitely think he stole money, because if he's an illegal alien, he could not have drawn salary for a U.S. Senator, and he should not be president. And you have my commitment to keep pursuing this action. I just need people's help. I need people to step forward. I need people to spread it to everyone else on their address book. I needed to get more and more people involved, and then also if anyone can make a contribution. We're now in our 11th month pursuing this.
So, Phil, let me just sum up the details. Here we were in the Federal District Court in the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., that building at the foot of Capitol Hill where so many things have happened over the years. So this is Judge Roberts, Federal District Judge, saying that he will not go further into this question of the sealed case that you've been telling us about for several months now. Is Obama an illegal alien? Did he falsely take his payments, right? The salary he earned as a U.S. Senator, and for that you have to be a U.S. citizen. So does that apply retroactively? And you tell me that there was a representative there of the Attorney General, Eric Holder, and they declined to investigate. They're just not interested in enforcing the laws. They're not going to take care that these laws be enforced, or this constitutional provision. So it's Eric Holder once again, and people remember him. This is Mark Rich's advocate inside the Clinton administration in the last days, right, when he made sure that a pardon went to Mark Rich, the wealthy, malefactor, who was an international fugitive, at least from the U.S. point of view at the time. So that's Eric Holder, right?
Absolutely, and I think it's a total disgrace. Judge Roberts basically said his hands are tied. I'm going to appeal it to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals and hopefully convince them that the statute, I mean, think about it for a minute. The statute provides that you either have a closed meeting with the representatives from the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Justice Department or a hearing. Well, obviously I didn't want a closed hearing with them, a closed meeting with them, because it wouldn't do anything. So I have it on the record. We're going to get the transcript of it. We'll have that posted up on our website. But Judge Roberts states that he has no input. He cannot overrule, do anything. But think about it. The statute provides that there can be a court hearing. So if there can be a court hearing, why wouldn't the court have input on it? It just doesn't make sense. And hopefully the D.C. Court of Appeals, people can start writing to them that they should hear this case. They should change their mind and follow the Ninth Circuit and several other circuits around this country. And it's an out-and-out disgrace what's going on here. But there are more and more people talking, even though they're joking about it. It's more and more people are talking about this birth certificate. Now, WorldNet Daily is putting up a sign campaign saying, where's your birth certificate? ObamaCrimes.com, which is my website, ObamaCrimes.com. We're going further if we can raise the money, and it costs a lot because I don't think, and I called WorldNet Daily and spoke to them, I don't think where's your birth certificate catches on for people that aren't committed or don't know about this topic. I think you need a definite thing, and our signs will say, Obama, where's your birth certificate? You can't go, where's your birth certificate, and hope people just start inquiring and think what's going on. So that's our theory. We're going to pursue Obama, where's your birth certificate?
Absolutely.
We're going to need thousands and thousands of dollars, and hopefully we can raise it because this issue has to come to a head. If we can raise the public awareness to 50 or 75 million, then I really believe that we can pressure and make them do something. At the White House briefing about a week and a half ago, the press secretary Gibbs was asked a question, and he scoffed it off. But the issue is there. We have to get it out more and more. And I think as Obama is dropping in the polls, or will be dropping in the polls, because his plans and his ideas are not catching on, and I think people are starting to get disillusioned, then when the public finds out that he's not qualified to be in office, I think we have a real shot at bringing this thing to a head.
I was at this conference in California over the weekend, and this was attended by George Noory, who is the host of the Coast to Coast AM broadcast, right? And then he's sort of the nighttime equivalent of one of the big talk shows, right? And he's got a network of 550 stations. His line was, whoever's running against Obama the next time around should bring a copy of their own vault copy birth certificate to the debates and say, here's my birth certificate. I wonder if candidate Obama would like to honor us with his birth certificate. So this is specific. We're not interested in birth certificates in general. We want Obama's, right? And this is an uncertain trumpet. Hang on, Phil. We'll be back in 1 second.